Eggnog. Who does not love eggnog? But do you feel guilty drinking eggnog? I know I do, because it's very fattening. Today we're going to do two different eggnogs. We're going to do the Spanish conquito, or Puerto Rican version, however you want to say it, and then the Italian bambino, skinny version of the bambino. So what I did is I took a little bit of the evaporated milk, and because I'm going to make this a little bit different than the typical conquito, because that's basically with soaked raisins in it and very, very sweet. But because I want to be out of the box and a little less fattening, I'm going to do something with some heat. Because to me, when you think of a Spanish or a conquito, I always think of like jalapenos or some sort of pepper. So I already kind of took the jalapeno and sauteed it with the condensed milk. So I'm just going to add that to the blender. It's already done with the additional evaporated milk. Like I said, the Coco Lopez is already in here. And then I have the sweet condensed milk, which is so good too. It adds lots of thickness, richness to it. So now as far as alcohol goes, because you know you gotta have it boozy, you could choose whichever alcohol you want, whatever rum you want. Typically it's used with like a Bacardi's, but because I wanna go a little spice, me and Captain are taking a ride. I'm gonna do about a quarter of a cup. You could do a little less, you could do a little bit more, but about a quarter of a cup in here to blend it up. And then strain it out into a cup. Again, I did this already, so I want to switch over to the bambino. So over here we have simmered, not boiled, simmered. I took a vanilla bean and skim milk, about 2.5 cups of skim milk, and I just simmered that. Over here, I have 2 eggs, a quarter cup of sugar, and a little bit of cornstarch. I whisk that until it gets extremely light, and then I'm going to temper the eggs. Now, when you temper it, oh, by the way, they're pasteurized eggs, because I want to play it safe. When you temper the eggs, you put it in very slow, one at a time. So you're just going to do about a cup at a time because you don't want scrambled eggs. It's very, very important. You simmer that in there, little by little. I can smell the vanilla. It smells so good right now. And then on the side, I have a cup of cold milk, which I'm going to add to this as well. You never ever want to put something boiling in eggs because it's just going to scramble up and be gross. So after this is all done in here, I'm going to add the cold milk. Which is nice and fluffy right there. I'm going to add some sambuca to the mixture. Again, about a quarter of a cup of sambuca. You can use what you want, but since it's the bambino, I'm going sambuca. So about a quarter of a cup of sambuca. Mix that in. Put it back on the stove for another 6 minutes or so until it gets nice and thick, and then refrigerate that. And then with the miracle of TV and social media, we have it already done over here. We have the bambino and we have the conquito. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you can get all these recipes done by tomorrow.